Hey guys, how's it going? It's Clarissa with That Dumb Movie Show, and I'm so sorry that I haven't been able to upload a video in a little while. I've just been, really struggling to find the time to actually sit down and record these, so I'm so sorry that occasionally I just disappear for a little while, and also I apologize for this not being a review of War for the Planet of the Apes or Dunkirk, but hey, I did see Valerian and the City of a Thousand Planets, and obviously that's the biggest film of the summer. So this is from director Luc Besson, and I feel like just hearing that little piece of information is probably going to help half of you decide already whether you want to see this movie or not. It has got the visual splendor of The Fifth Element, but also the narrative coherence of Lucy, and I do realize that that sounds like a nightmare to a lot of you, but I've got to admit, this movie kind of hit the mindless sweet spot for me. Sometimes I just need a really dumbass summer movie, and I think there is a place in Hollywood for them, especially because we have such a fixation at the moment with blockbusters being very philosophical, I think. Sometimes you just kind of need to hit a little bit of that balance, and if I was in charge, which I shouldn't be, but if I was in charge, I would make every dumb summer movie just like Valerian, because I think Luc Besson's the best at them. He's the best at making movies that are incredibly fun and just visually very exciting and very original, but also just like crazy dumb. I mean, the MacGuffin for this movie is a tiny little dragon that shits pearls. I mean, that is some good art there. Oh, yeah. Specifically, this is an adaptation of a French comic book called Valerian and Laureline, so it's far more of a two-hander between Dane DeHaan and Cara Delevingne, and there is absolutely no character development between the two of them, especially because Valerian's character is meant to be this absolute lady killer who's put his lady killing days behind him because he's so in love with Laureline, and then he spends the entire movie just being not tempted by other women, just not even raising an eyebrow at another woman. He just spends the entire movie going, "No thank you, lady, I'm good." But I think this movie almost saves itself by being very interestingly cast. I think it's quite an unusual choice, I guess, to have Dane DeHaan and Cara Delevingne lead this like big grand sci-fi adventure, but I think the two of them are very charismatic. They have good movie faces, and it's actually great kind of watching them interact, even though their characters aren't specifically doing anything interesting. And I think the rest of the film has a very interesting cast. Like, Ethan Hawke plays a space pimp. Clive Owen's in it. Clive Owen in a movie in 2017. My days! And then you've got Rihanna, who plays a sexy jellyfish, who can disguise herself as anything, so obviously she disguises herself as Rihanna. And there's a 5-minute scene of her it's meant to be a striptease, but it's basically her transforming into different outfits, like, oh, she's a schoolgirl, bloom, she's now a carnival dancer, bloom, she's now a cat. So you're starting to see what I mean when I say gloriously stupid. The plot of Valerian is absolutely paper thin. They're both space operatives, and they're sent to investigate this dark force at the center of Alpha, a glittering metropolis where all these different cultures have come to share knowledge, which really the whole City of a Thousand Planets thing is just an excuse to have a bunch of very different set pieces, and they're all very arbitrarily linked. But having said that, the set pieces themselves are really inventive and original and creative and visually spectacular, and all the action and all the creatures. It's not that hard to feel sustained just by the spectacle itself at points. Especially the opening scene, which actually tracks the development of space travel on Earth and meeting all these different kinds of alien creatures, and it's all soundtracked by David Bowie's Space Oddity, and I've never really seen anything like that before in a film, and it's just such a unique approach and a unique way to start a sci-fi film that I feel like you've got to give Luc Besson some points for that. So I'm gonna go with a no and not recommend Valerian for most people, but I think there will be a very select group who are like me, and I don't know. Maybe you just have a high tolerance for stupidity, or are just in the mood for something that is very silly and very fun and just very visually cool. Sometimes it's okay just to like dumb things, you know? But if you've had a chance to see Valerian, I would love to know what you guys thought. If anyone agrees with me, or just everyone thought this movie was completely worthless. But let me know down in the comments below, or you can hit me up on Twitter, details down in that description box. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe so we can hang out and talk about movies. I'll see you guys soon.